curved line, and that curved line intersect at x-axis at this point, at this point, at this point, and as well as at this point. So here students, there are 1, 2, 3 and 4 points. There are 4 zeros of p of x is equal to 3, is equal to 3. Okay. Hello students, welcome in our channel Class 10 ncert SSE Maths with Sujatag. Welcome students in the exercise 2.1 polynomial. Okay, let us see how to solve the examples in the chapter polynomials. Okay students, see the first question students. The graphs of y is equal to p of x are given in figure 2.10 below. For some polynomials p of x, find the number of zeros of p of x in each case. Now here students, there are the 6 examples from the question 1. So one by one we have to solve these examples. So first example means there is a graph. Okay, now here students, carefully observe this figure. So this is the x-axis, this is y-axis, and x-axis, other than x-axis and y-axis, there is another line, and that another line represent, this line represent the polynomial p of x students. And here we have to find out the number of zeros of p of x. That means students, we have to find out that at how many times this line intersect at x-axis. But here in this figure students, that this line do not intersect at any point, and that means students, here we say that number of zeros of p of x is equal to 0. Okay students, there is no intersection at x-axis students. Now here second example. So this is the x-axis, this is y-axis. Other than x and y-axis, there is a curved line students. There is a curved line, and this curved line students, see here, this curved line intersect at x-axis at this point. Okay, so this one is the first point, that this curved line, that means this curved line represent the polynomial p of x intersect at x-axis at only one point. So that means here students, number of zeros of p of x is equal to 1, is equal to 1 students. These are the such a type of these examples are very easy students. Okay, so now here see the third one example. So see here, carefully observe this graph students. So here, other than x-axis and y-axis, there is a third one line. So this is the curved line students. See, this is the curved line, and this line represent the polynomial p of x students. So now here, this line intersect at this point, as well as intersect at this point, and intersect at this point at x-axis student. So this one is the first point, this one is the second, and this one is the third point students. So that means students, we have to say that number of zeros of p of x is equal to 3, is equal to 3. Okay students, then here next one example students, fourth one example, that other than x and y axis, there is a curved line which represent the polynomial p of x. So now here students, this curved line intersect x-axis at this point, as well as intersect x-axis at this point. So there are 2 points that this curved line intersect at x-axis. So that means here students, number of zeros of p of x is equal to 2, is equal to 2. Okay students, then see the next one example students. See the next one example, fifth one example students. Now here in this fifth one example, other than x and y axis, there is a curved line, and that curved line intersect at x axis at this point, at this point, at this point, and as well as at this point. So here students, there are 1, 2, 3 and 4 points. There are 4 points that this curved line intersect the x-axis, and that's why here students, we say that number of zeros of p of x is equal to 4. Now see the next one example students, sixth one example. Other than x-axis and y-axis, there is a curved line, and that curved line represent the polynomial p of x, and that curved line intersects x-axis at this point, touch x-axis at this point, then here touch at this at x-axis at this point. So here students, there are 3 points that these curved line intersect x-axis, and that means students, here we say that number of zeros of p of x is equal to 3. Okay students, now here such a way we completed the first question and as well as the exercise 2.1 students. And students, if you like our content, then you subscribe our channel and share this video with your friends.